G'day and welcome to another Retro Tinker unboxing. Today we're going to be opening up some awesome Motu figures. We have two of the Motu Transformers crossovers figures, and we have two Motu Movie Origins figures. All really cool toys. Let's open them up and have a look. Alright, let's open these up. I think we'll start with the Origins Man-at-Arms from the recent movie. Alright, he looks really good. Yeah, this is a fantastic Man-at-Arms. The face sculpt, yeah, it really does look like Idris Elba. Yeah, the dark green and the gold just really pops. He's got all these, I'm guessing they're kind of grenades or something on his belt. They all look fantastic. All of this armor, except for on the tops of his legs, is basically removable, so you can put this on a different figure if you want. I really like how the shin guards come up over the leg joint there. Yeah, that's really awesome. He comes with a sidearm and his mace. Bit of an odd choice to have the little pegs on the side here, but it does mean that you can actually put them in his legs, in theory. The sidearm goes there, and this... Oh yeah, yep. I was trying to push it in at the wrong angle. Yeah, it goes in there. I don't love that. Like, I don't mind it so much for the sidearm, because you could just put it in his leg and leave it there, and not really worry about the peg that much. But on his mace, like, it doesn't really look all that great just sitting there hanging off his leg. Yeah, but it's not a big deal. Like, personally, I might even just trim that little bit off. Or just let him use the mace from one of the other Man-at-Arms figures that I've got. Yeah, that's really my only criticism. Yeah, other than that, he looks fantastic. He's got, like, he's got no trouble holding either weapon or anything like that. Yeah, I think there are more elegant ways of doing this stuff than just putting pegs and holes in things. Yeah, so that's my only grievance. Other than that, yeah, he's fantastic. What else could I say? Yeah, great figure. Alright, let's take a look at Tri-Klops. Alright, here's Tri-Klops, and he looks awesome. Yeah, the armor and everything just looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the camo on his pants. That's a really nice touch. They must have done like a water dip transfer. That's incredible. Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. I have two small grievances with this. He's Tri-Klops, but you cannot rotate. Oh, you can! Ah, it was just stuck. Thank goodness. I was a bit annoyed. Like, it looked like you should be able to rotate his eye, but you can't. Funnily enough, though, in the movie, I don't actually recall seeing his eye swivel around, which is a missed opportunity. He's Tri-Klops, that's his whole gimmick. But he was a pretty sweet sniper in the movie, and he comes with his sniper rifle. Unfortunately, this one's got a bit of a bent Wookiee here. And I imagine just about all of them will be like this, because it's how it's sat in the packaging. It's not a big deal, because I can straighten it out with a bit of hot water, but yeah, you shouldn't have to from straight out of the packet. But yeah, that's my minor gripe number 2. Well, actually, yeah, but I only have the one gripe, and that's the bent barrel. Yeah, because yes, you can swivel his eye. It just kind of clicks into place when it gets there. You can hold the gun well, like there's no problem with it fitting in his hand or anything like that. It's a really cool looking gun too. Yeah, they really nailed this design of make it look just science fiction-y enough to fit in the Motu universe. Really love the robotic arms and everything like that. It's super cool. Yeah, this is a really great figure. Alright, now let's take a look at Optimus Prime Armor He-Man. Cool, he comes with a mini comic, and I'm pretty sure this is a different mini comic that came out with the first two figures. Yeah, definitely a different comic. Yeah, I look forward to reading through that later. Get a bit more of the story. Just look at that artwork. That is freaking awesome. On the back of the box, there's some sweet artwork there, and there's He-Man's stats. He's pretty much maxed out except for his speed from the look of it. Yeah, that's I love that they put this part in to emulate the old Transformers toys. Yeah, it was just a really cool touch. And here he is out of the pack. He looks awesome. I love how they've incorporated He-Man's symbol into like the essential, what is essentially the windows of Optimus Prime. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, he's not literally wearing Optimus Prime. Man-at-Arms just intercepted some sort of a relic from Cybertron that had a bunch of information about the Transformers, and he made this armor based on the things he found in the artifact. Yeah, and I think the bad guys get their stuff directly from Megatron or something. Yeah, I can't remember now. It's been a while, but yeah, he looks awesome. But he's going to look a whole lot better with this mask in place. However you get it in. It probably tells you in the instructions, but ain't nobody got time for that. There we go. So I just slotted it in from underneath. That seems to be where it wants to sit. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Frankly, I kind of wish it was a full helmet and you just saw this hair at the bottom here. I think that would look better than just seeing the top of his head, because otherwise, like, what's the point of a helmet that leaves the top of your head exposed? It's not really a helmet, is it? It's a crown. It's a crown with ears. But other than that, yeah, looks pretty damn awesome. And the weapons that he comes with are freaking sweet as well. He's got the axe, like he can hold it in his hands like that, but if you want to do it true Optimus Prime style, it goes straight into the wrist. So that's really freaking cool. But poor He-Man though, he has to lose a hand just to use his weapon. The fact that they've got the power sword combined with the matrix of leadership is freaking awesome. I love it. I love that concept so much. It's a little tricky to get into his hand there. There it goes. Yeah, there we go. And he's got his energy shield. Like, that's freaking sweet. Yeah, that is awesome. I've got the touch. I've got the power. Yeah, I love it. And I know that these crossover figures aren't for everyone, but I genuinely love them. I think they're great. And they're fantastic for customs too. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be Optimus Prime. You could easily get rid of those logos. Yeah. The beauty of Origins is they're modular. You can put them on and change the heads over, and you have like a souped up version of Zodak, for example. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I know there are a lot of crossover things around there, but I genuinely enjoy these. Anyway, we got one figure to go. Let's open it up. Alright, let's open up Skree. Already he just looks pretty damn cool. Starscream Armor Scareglow is sick! He looks so damn cool. He comes with his null rays, which plug into his shoulders like they did on the original Starscream figure. Or they it just adds that little bit extra to the look. He also comes with his crown from the Transformers the movie, and it just looks so cool. Yeah, I really love this figure. The cape is removable as well. It just plugs into these holes on the back. I think they did so well with this figure. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. He can also hold the null rays in his hand and use them just like a regular gun. Yeah, but I think I like him more sitting in his shoulders. It just adds to that silhouette. Now, he does glow in the dark, which I was very excited about. However, he doesn't glow all that well. Like, even just to get him this well, I've had to use a little black light. Looks really awesome with the with the orange there. But yeah, the black light charges it up okay. But just when I first turned the lights off, it didn't glow all that well. It's a shame. I don't know why we can't get good glow-in-the-dark stuff anymore. It's not like a deal breaker or anything for me, but you know, his name is Scare Glow, so yeah. But now that I've charged him up with the black light, though, he is holding his glow pretty well. It'll be interesting to see how long that does last. So yeah, that's my one small criticism. But other than that, I think they've done really well. I love how they've managed to make like a robot skull for his head. It just adds to it. Yeah, I really dig this figure. In fact, all of these figures that I've opened today have been amazing. Really cool. And here's all four figures together, looking so damn cool. I'm really glad I finally opened these up. Just goes to show, you know, in my opinion anyway, you can't go wrong with Motu. It's just one of those toy lines that just has an infinite supply of cool.
Great, yes, no!
And there we have it, some sweet, sweet Motu figures. The crossover ones, they're just so colourful and cool, combining two of the franchises that I really love. And the movie Origins figures, they've absolutely hit the mark with these. These are going to look great alongside my other Origins figures, as well as being a fantastic representation of a great movie. If you haven't seen the Masters of the Universe movie yet, do go check it out. It's just come out on Amazon Prime, I think. So yeah, so if you've got access to Prime, check it out. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching this little Motu unboxing video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, as usual, leave a like, leave a comment, give that algorithm a tickle. I really would appreciate it. As always, a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support the channel directly, there is a link in the description. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.